Awesome. So you guys obviously will replace a lot of leadership in the back end of the defense with Anthony graduating and Nick moving on. So what do you look at your role as a leader in the secondary?
I feel that as my role, like I said, it has to be a leader. It has to be able to lead by example for the most part because, words really don't do too much on the football field. But, I feel that if I can get all my guys to come together and believe in the team goal, owning the process and knowing to move forward, and no matter what happens, we got to just worry about the next play, and be the best we can, and I think we'll all be fine.
And how do you look at replacing a guy like Anthony Tejas on the outside? Because obviously if the corners play well, that helps your job and gives you freedom to roam around a little bit. So who do you think is stepping up or looks like they're going to be a big-time player?
Honestly, all our corners we have a lot of new corners that came in, the young dudes, and of course the veterans we have already. They know their job, they do it very well. I don't think there's, you can't really replace people like Anthony Tejas. He's one of a kind, but I think that the guys that are in there right now and fighting for the position right now are doing a great job.
One thing that Coach P mentioned that we've seen too over the last couple of recruiting cycles is the ability to recruit larger players in the secondary. And so, TCU's been pretty small across the board on the back end. You're a big guy, but a lot of 5'10", 5'9" guys playing at corner. What do you think that size does as far as matching up with some of the bigger receivers in the conference?
I think that, the size that we do, we play a lot of our stuff based off speed. So we're a very fast secondary, very fast defense in general. And, the size, we don't really look at it too much. Our heart's pretty big, so we know that we go out there against anybody. The ball is, in the day, it comes down to you and another guy in the ball. So no matter how big or how tall, it's who wants it more, basically, what it comes down to. And we have the speed to keep up with them. So
yeah, speed has been a theme for the last 20 years here at TCU, right? So you got to be excited about this season. The home schedule is awesome, but obviously replacing 35 seniors, moving on, losing a quarterback on the offensive side. It feels like there's as much pressure on the defense as there ever has been. Is that something that you welcome, or does that give you guys a little bit more?
Any kind of motivation is good motivation, in my opinion. Bad stuff, good stuff, all of it. It's motivation because we all have the same goal, no matter what. If you let all the outside stuff or the things about people moving on and stuff, we just know we have to focus on us. We're the people that go out on the field and play the games every day. It's not the people that's left anymore. It's not the people that look outside in. It's us. So if we worry about all the other stuff, then we won't be the team that we need to be.
So speaking of that, and I know you're probably not going to answer this, but TCU's been a great defense in the Big 12 really since we entered the conference, but when you look at the preseason all conference teams, seeing a couple guys from Kansas, a couple guys from Texas Tech, teams that haven't been good defensively, how does that make you guys feel? Does it put a little extra chip on your shoulder, or are you just worried about taking care of business?
We just got to take care of business, honestly. That's if we were worried about individual awards, we'd run track. But, this is a team sport. Only award I want to win is a national championship or a Big 12 championship. That's the only award I really care about.
And the schedule is difficult. It's always difficult. There's great teams here, but you've got that 3-game stretch that really looks like it could define the season at the beginning of the year when you play a rival at SMU on a Friday night. Then, of course, the Ohio State game, which is just another game unless it isn't. And then going to Texas that week after. Texas, which is, already being picked to across the board to beat TCU this year. What does the preparation over the next couple of weeks do as far as thinking about how that first month of the season plays out?
Well, really for us, we think about the first game of the season. If we think about all types of games, that's a lot of offenses to think about, like at one time. So we think, what's the next game? Right now we're focused on Southern. Southern is the first and only team that's on my mind, at least right now. All those games, they're very emotional games. They're games that, we're going to get up. They take care of themselves, as Coach P says, as far as emotional-wise. And, we just have to focus and believe in the game plan that Coach draws up for us, and we just execute it.
And I know you said it's not an individual sport, but what's one goal that you have for yourself this season?
For myself, I feel that I want to reflect the secondary. I feel like if I have a great year, if I have a great leadership role, then it'll reflect in the secondary, and I want to have one of the top secondaries.
Awesome. Thank you so much.